Greetings and welcome back to The Booth, the first and only podcast dedicated solely to WVU women's basketball. I'm Chad Atkins, and I have the extreme pleasure of being joined by Shane Terrell, the guru of women's basketball.
It's extreme pleasure. All right. Well, all right.
We're recording in the basement bar booth of Mario's Fishbowl Suncrest on University Avenue in Morgantown, West Virginia, home of the world famous Fishbowl.
All right. Cheers.
Cheers, sir. Cheers.
Cheers to
us surviving the blizzard of the century.
The blizzard coming and a couple of the home wins to get us back on track. A few things to be excited about.
Yeah, before we go to that, let me give a shout out to our sponsor, Tri-County Electric. They specialize in electrical services for large-scale commercial, institutional, and industrial projects. As an electrical service contractor, they design and construct power distribution and data communication systems in diverse and complex environments, including healthcare, manufacturing, and biotech facilities. They also handle heavy industrial and hazardous locations, in addition to private and public sector environments. Visit pinline.com/services/Tri-County Electric or call 724-887-9110 for more information. Shout out. Thank you, Tri-County. We appreciate it.
Yep.
Yeah, we won, like you said. We won a couple games there this week. And I think this is the coach's biggest gripe, the same gripe that I got. I mean, this is weird. We're good enough to where I can complain about our wins, but I know
where you're going with this.
But we didn't play a full 4 quarters in either one of the games. We really did.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Yeah, we're going to have to. I mean the second half of the gosh, who did we play first? I forgot. It was so crazy.
We had UFC.
Yeah, UFC.
UCF and BYU.
Yeah, but see that UCF game, I mean, they outscored us in the second half. They came back. But after that Colorado loss, I mean, we saw Coach Grayson. She wasn't happy at the end of the game. She wasn't in the best mood.
They weren't real happy walking off the court.
No, she wasn't, and she got it. I mean, we did better in through the second quarter on of the BYU game. But, I mean, to be down at the end of the first and the end of the half, that was shocking.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was, I made that prediction. I was like, in the last, I don't know why they scare me, but, and it's interesting to me, the bigs. It seems like every big we face is getting a double-double. I thought that would kind of be ebbing away a little bit, but they're still doing pretty darn good.
Yeah.
They're the other team's bigs are still. I think that girl, I can't remember her name, but she had like 15 points, 13 rebounds.
Yeah.
Kai was that close to a double-double, again, but on that BYU game, but I mean, there's just stuff we can clean up. But the turnovers, my God, I think we only had like 6 against BYU, though. It was something crazy, like nothing. 5 turnovers or something.
Yeah, we didn't turn them over very well.
No, we only had 5 turnovers.
Well, but I mean, I feel like they handled the ball pretty well.
Oh, who, BYU?
Yeah.
We had 30 turnovers on them.
Or I'm thinking
UCF. Yeah.
Pretty well.
Well, they did have that one good player back. Well, both good players back. I was looking at their stats. I just don't think they really contributed that much. I think it was their first game back. I think that one all-world guard that was average. I mean, it could be a testament to our defense as well. But that one all-world guard, I think she got like 8 points or something, and she was averaging 22 up before her injury.
Yeah.
So.
Probably one thing I noticed about the UCF game, though, we talked about it, and I'm an attendance guy. The attendance for that was
Yeah.
a little over 5,000.
52-32. I don't
Yeah.
know why that number sticks in my
Yeah.
head, but it was 52-32.
And we were thinking, and it was more than Pitt, and it was, because Pitt was 39-11.
Yeah.
So
well, and so was the this last game, the BYU, which surprised me. I thought it might go up. Maybe just the weather was a factor, the men's game during the day. But I think we were over
4,066.
4,066. Yeah. So I mean, you can't.
It's still a good
complain.
turnout. I kind of expected, honestly. I thought because we had the men's game, a lot of people would
Might
stay, and they
stay.
probably did. You know what I mean? But I thought we might have a lot of carryover from people who's traveling to the men's game and stayed and watched, and maybe there's a large percentage of that number that did. But
well, we did see that one. It was funny. My good friend again, we gave him a shout out before, Michonne Roberts. She gave me a call, was like, hey, you and your wife want to come to the men's game? I've got 2 extra tickets because me and my daughter are going. I was like, well, I've got my niece and nephew, and I'm sure my nephew would appreciate it a little bit more. So we took, we went with her to there, and, it was, but what was funny was there was 2 people sitting next to him, and we switched seats to our normal seats for the women's game, and those 2 people were in the same seats for the women's game. So,
all right, cool.
but yeah, the men. I mean, here. Let's give a toast to the men for their win.
Give a shout out to them.
To the men's. I mean, it's they've done great. Really surprised me. Really has surprised me. I was not expecting. I thought maybe it was a fluke, those wins in that tournament, where they beat Gonzaga, and I just it did. But man, how they looked against Oak State. Whew. Tell you what, man, they look good. They look good. So hats off to the men.
I don't know what my expectations really were for that team this
Oh,
year.
you think I had
but they're exceeded them. whatever my expectations were, they've exceeded them. So
Totally.
Shout out to that program.
All right, let's give a shout out now to our other sponsor, Carpenter. God, I did it again. It's because I was Carpenter Marty Transportation. They can perform traffic impact studies along with roadway and bridge improvements. Located in Charleston, West Virginia. Visit cmtran.com or call 304-989-3680. That's cmtran.com or call 304-989-3680 for more information. All right. Again, thank you, Carpenter Marty.
Yeah.
Thanks for the, hope everybody's having a great new year so far. We're about ready to die in the blizzard of 2025, but we braved the conditions to come here and drink beer at the Fishbowl. We did it.
We did it. We here.
Survived.
There was a couple things I wanted to bring up with the UCF game.
All right.
And it sort of slid under the radar. And it's sort of funny when we had Jordan Harrison on. She was talking about her high school career and going for 1,000 points in her high school game. Well, she actually got her 1,000 points in college too, and I think it must have happened.
It happened
at Colorado.
Yeah.
So she didn't really get the celebration until later. I think I have to maybe double check, but
I thought she already got it. She already hit it like a couple weeks ago. I thought.
Well, I mean, that's been a couple weeks ago now.
Oh, yeah.
But we just didn't. It's sort of because of the timing of when they played and then the long break and all that. We just, we haven't.
Shout out to Jordan. We got a lot of people with 1,000 points.
So, we said on the podcast we wasn't giving her the love that we should.
Yes.
And so I just wanted to make sure that we brought
much
that
love
up.
That
1,000 points. And then the other one was JJ. School record of points in a quarter.
Yeah, 17 points. I was that. Like, this is how good the bid were, or how bad they were playing at the beginning of that game at Oak State. I was like, JJ had as much points as the entire men's team did in 10 minutes. I remember sitting there looking at it because we were not. But yeah, JJ, she jammed, man. She was great in that UCF game. But again, like I said, it was that start of that BYU game. I didn't like it. But I mean, we battled through. And what shocked me, well, we did good. I mean, I don't know. I mean, we shot. It was insane. It was a weird game. It was a weird
It is a
game. I
weird
didn't
game.
like it.
We're still, I would say, we're kind of a little bit of a shooting slump because had we not had so many turnovers, they didn't have so many
Might
turnovers.
have been it
We
is. And then
shot.
we had a good percentage, didn't we?
No, not really. But we shot 28 more shots than they did. So
Yeah.
it's you know, when you're able to do that, I mean, it's going to be hard.
Yeah, it's going to add up. It's just
gonna add
more
up.
of attrition.
Yeah.
you
So, Coach Kellogg talked about it too. Though he
Yeah.
kind of liked that we were down at half and had a little bit of
Yeah.
let's see what this team has, and
Yeah.
they came out and played better. So they switched the lineup a little bit, came in, with a little bigger. I don't know if that was on purpose or just
I believe JT had a lot. Well, he did a lot of JTCC in the second half on the floor at the same time too. He did.
So so I don't know. They pulled it out, so that's the main thing. And,
Yeah, they pulled it out, but it's got to be their New Year's resolution: 4 straight quarters, 4 good quarters. And I think
I think that's the probably what they're most talked
about topic
in the locker room and meeting rooms and wherever they talk about it. That's a conversation that's being had, I'm sure.
Yeah. We but looking forward to these next 2 games. They're gone for a week. They got a little travel to it. And I'm kind of looking forward ahead actually from next week, but I can't. We got Texas Tech on Wednesday down in Lubbock. Quite honestly, I don't know. I don't want to say, you got to play everybody, but I would say Vegas has us 20-point, 15-point favorites against them.
It's a road win. We got
this is what we definitely have to take. And like I said, I think we're poised to take it, but it's the next game that concerns me.
Oklahoma State, they're a little nervous about that one myself.
Yeah, I mean, they're 10-2, 11-2, and one of their losses was against a somewhat mediocre Kansas.
Yeah,
and I had to look at it could have been their Colorado game.
Yeah.
It could have been their Colorado game like ours was. But they're good.
Yeah, I mean,
they've got three players averaging double digits. They're tough, man.
Yeah, they're not ranked top 25, but they've got votes. So
I think there's a very good chance that they are a top 25 team, just not on, just not through the process. I mean, through ability wise, because man, they're looking tough. I just can't believe it. I can't believe how they're good. I mean, and they handled Baylor at Baylor. They beat Baylor like by 20 points.
Bad too. Yeah, I was kind of shocked when I seen that score myself.
Yeah, I was like,
really?
What? It was like, oh, I read their article, but it was just like strange. I got to look into Baylor stats more. I don't know if but they're good. I think that was Baylor's only, they've had one loss too in the Big 12, and that was the only loss.
Yeah.
It's just, like I said, anybody can beat anybody at any time in the Big 12. It doesn't matter who you are. If you don't got your A game, it's going to be tight.
Yep.
Just like BYU, they shouldn't have even been in that game. They shouldn't have even been in that game. We are much better as a team. But this is the stuff that Coach Kellogg talks about. Not having those lapses in quarters and performance, like having those dead quarters, because we are a good team, but not having those lapses would make us an elite team. We would be able to really take it to anybody in this country as long as we can get rid of those iffy quarters. Is it, like I said, it just seems like we can't put together four full quarters.
Yeah, no matter whether it's an iffy quarter based on you've got a really big lead and you're just finishing strong, or I mean, whether
we're starting off bad.
Yeah, I mean the men looking at the men's game, they had a really big lead, and sometimes it's harder to maintain that.
It is, but that's the difference between it. An elite team is going to we'll keep driving it down their throat.
Yeah, exactly.
Put it to them, and I think we obviously have the skill set,
right,
to be a
Yeah, yeah, and I know some of the younger players, like JT, Coach Kellogg had talked about, about this time of year is when it really starts clicking
yeah.
for them. So
She got a lot of time in that BYU game.
yeah. So the bench is going to be important for us.
He really didn't go to it too much though. I mean, I don't even think Tears have played. I don't think
No, she didn't play, but CC came in and played quite a few minutes.
there may have been like 7. Well, no, what's her name?
Sydney
Moody.
came in, played
Yeah.
she had quite a few minutes. Not really a lot of, I don't remember how off the top of my head how many. I think she may have only had a couple points, but she's
a factor.
She's just an elite
factor.
defender. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know. She just seems to be deflecting and touching
Yeah,
balls
yeah.
and getting in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
her value on the field. She's
Yeah,
like a great catcher that bats 180.
right.
You know?
Yeah. So it's having help off the bench and having the ability to change to a bigger team, or you know what I mean. That's going to be that's going to be big down the stretch of this the rest of this season.
All right, so I don't think there's any way we're going 0-2 on this run, on this away stand.
No, I think we're hitting our stride right now.
Yeah, I mean, we could go 1-1. Like I said, I'm really interested. That Oak State game is going to be big for us.
That'll be the test.
That is going to be a big game for us.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, I'm looking forward to the week after that because Colorado comes here. And it's
Get
like
a little revenge.
Yeah, man. I don't know. I'm glad we got to play them twice this year. I'm glad after losing that game out there, and it was where we just crashed. I want to crush them, man. We beat them by 20, man.
Yeah.
They're this year's version of Iowa State last year. Man, Iowa State, after they beat us out there, I was like, it made me mad, but this one, yeah. I'm looking forward to Oak State.
Yeah.
To Colorado. I want some revenge. I'm sure the girls do too.
Oh yeah, sure they've already got it marked on the calendar.
Oh yeah. All right, Shane. You got any shout outs? I'm trying to think. Maybe scour my brain and try to think if there's anything I'm forgetting because I'm always like, ugh.
Hey, I'll give a shout out to Jordan Harrison's dad because he did comment and
Corey. Thank you, sir.
He did confirm that he does watch, and so we appreciate him and appreciate what a fine young lady that he's raised. Just Jordan. So
thank you for being so handsome and intelligent, Mr. Harrison. We appreciate it. All right. Well, like I said, I guess that's going to wrap it up for us. For Shane. Wait.
I always forget. We always talk about this too.
Well,
I'm coming up with last minute stuff here. We got to tell people to like and subscribe.
Yes. Like and subscribe.
Never do that.
Right now, like and subscribe. Do that.
Yeah.
Subscribe? Is that what I just said?
Subscribe.
Oh, Jesus. I'm trying I just got a blizzard in my brain. We're going it's going to be the Donner family. I'm probably going to have to eat our dogs. We're going to have to eat dogs, I think. The amount of snowfall we're getting. But
I don't have a dog, so I have to come over here.
Oh, all right, yeah. Well, she's not too meaty.
Probably
a little bit of string, but she's young. It'll be tender. All right.
That's terrible.
It is.
Well, for the record, I think he's kidding.
Well, come over to the storm and see if I got any dog toys out. You'll have to see. Before we go, I would like to give a shout out one more time to our title sponsor, Tri-County Electric. They specialize in electrical services for large-scale commercial, institutional, and industrial projects. As an electrical service contractor, they design and construct power distribution and data communication systems in diverse and complex environments, including healthcare, manufacturing, and biotech facilities. They also handle heavy industrial and hazardous locations in addition to private and public sector environments. Visit pinline.com/services/Tri-County Electric or call 724-887-9111. 888-888-10 for more information.
All right. Well, for Shade Terrell, I'm Chad Atkins. Until next time, we'll see you at the Coliseum.